Hey everybody, I hope everyone's having a great day so far. Let's go over the very important stimulus check information. But first, here's what Bernie Sanders is saying about more stimulus payments. What are your thoughts on Bernie Sanders, folks? Do you approve of Bernie Sanders? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.
We need to tackle the existential threat of climate change. We need to expand healthcare and Medicare so that elderly people have dental care, eyeglasses, and hearing aids. We need to lower the cost of prescription drugs and have Medicare negotiate prices with the pharmaceutical industry.
So, the July and August payments have been sent out, but there are still plenty more checks coming. Coming the way for American families for the rest of 2021. The first payment arrived on July 15th and the second just under a month later on August 13th. So far, up to $600 per child has been sent, and for a minority of people, the money will not have arrived yet. Most likely this will be people who are receiving the credit by mail check and have not got all the paperwork done.
Let us be clear. While we are making progress in protecting working families, an enormous amount of work remains before us. In the richest country in the history of the world, the working families of this country continue to struggle economically, with millions of our people continuing to live in desperation. Sometimes inside the Beltway, we can forget that reality. But literally speaking, 3 blocks from this building, there are people sleeping in tents out on the street, and the desperation exists from one end of this country to the other in every one of our states. Real wages, inflation accounted for wages in America.
In its current format, the payment will be sent every month. The next payment is due September 15th, and the one after that is October 15th. In total, everybody, up to $1,800 will be sent by the end of 2021 per child. Importantly, there is no limit on the number of eligible children.
For decades, we have ignored the needs of working families. The very rich have been getting richer, and you got billionaires and large corporations paying nothing in taxes. This bill will substantially raise taxes on the richest people in this country and the largest corporations. That's number one. Immigration reform and a path towards citizenship for millions of undocumented workers and families in this country. Thank you very much, Senator Durbin. Madam President, as a former mayor, I do understand how important physical infrastructure is. Roads, bridges, water systems, wastewater plants. And I am delighted that finally we are beginning to address our long neglected physical infrastructure. Frankly, it is rather incredible that year after year we ignore crumbling bridges and roads. And as we address our physical infrastructure, we can create a whole lot of good paying jobs. So that bill that we are discussing right now is enormously important. But Madam President, I will tell you what is even more important, and that is to address the long neglected needs of the working families of our country, of the children, of the elderly, of the sick, of the poor, whether they are black or white or Latino, Native American, Asian American. These are needs that Congress has ignored for much, much too long. Now, I understand that Senator McConnell, the Republican leader, and others are really shocked by this bill. They cannot believe it. Imagine, just imagine, that the United States Senate is addressing the needs of working families and is going to stand up for ordinary Americans rather than just the wealthy and powerful. What is this world coming to? Don't we understand that here in the Senate, we're supposed to take campaign contributions from the drug companies and the insurance companies and the fossil fuel industry and from the 1% and do their bidding? Isn't that the way it has always been done here in the U.S. Senate? Well, Senator McConnell, things are changing. For once in a very long time, the United States Congress is going to stand with working families and not just the rich and the powerful. Further, above and beyond the economic crises facing working families, Congress has ignored the great existential threat of our time, and that is climate change. You don't have to believe me. Maybe some of my Republican colleagues might want to take a look at the IPCC report, which came out today, which said that if we do not act boldly and immediately all over this planet, the world that we will be leaving our children and grandchildren will be increasingly unhealthy and uninhabitable. But you don't have to just read the IPCC report. Open up.
Meaning large families will not be put at a disadvantage compared to smaller ones. And when the final payment of 2021 is sent on December 15th, monthly payments will end. This is due to complexities in how taxes are paid and Congress organizes financial plans. That doesn't mean payments are ending. Only that the form they will arrive in is different. The final 6 months of the year of the credit will arrive as one lump sum come the submission of people's tax returns for 2021. In addition, folks, Joe Biden has staked a lot of political capital in the child tax credit, and Democrats are hoping and pushing for it to be expanded beyond 2022. Supporters of the credit are optimistic that it will have a positive impact on both middle and lower income families. Child tax credit have existed for everybody before the crisis, but not on such a wide scale. Research centers have already begun accessing how effective the credits have been so far. Polls conducted before and after showed a quick drop in food insufficiency and trouble paying household expenses. Folks, the Biden administration is still working on a fourth stimulus check, but do you believe that they can get it out in time? Tell me in the comments below. A fourth stimulus check has been at the top of many Americans' minds this year. The federal government has already sent out 3 rounds of stimulus. The first was distributed last year in 2020 of March, and it was $1,200. The second check came in December of 2020 with a $600 stimulus check, and President Biden did send out the $1,400 payments. Now, Gavin Newsom just signed the California Comeback Plan, which does include more state stimulus payments for California residents. The bill is the second time this year that both chambers in California have approved a round of stimulus checks. Is your state sending out their own state stimulus, folks? Tell me in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate everybody's amazing support.